Hey guys, how's it going? So in this video, I'm going to talk about why the product development and the business development or sales and marketing should go hand in hand. And I learned this lesson whenever I started creating my own product a couple of months ago. Just a quick background if you're new here, I run a custom software development agency based in Sydney, Australia. And recently I started developing a product a couple of months ago. The product is in the B2B space. Um, and whenever I came up with this idea, the first thing I did, and this idea came as in the idea of doing product development and business development came the hard way because in my software development agency, I work with bunch of startups and I have seen amazing founders fail in the startup and the reason is they develop the product in a kind of a silo environment, as in they don't talk to the potential customer. They have this huge assumption regarding the problem, and whenever they spend time and money in order to develop that product, and whenever they go into market, then the market would demand something else, not the exact product. Now they can obviously pivot, iterate, and keep on building what the market is demanding. But unfortunately, with all of the startups, the resources, especially the money, is not infinite. As in, we can't really keep on experimenting, and we have this limited resources, and we have to find out what to focus with that limited resources. All right. So what I did was whenever I came up with this idea, I got someone from my team, a UI UX designer, to basically work with me in order to do a Figma prototype. All right. So we created a Figma prototype in like a day or so. And then I basically exported the Figma prototype in a nice looking PDF. And what I did was I created like a profile of the ideal customer that could be using my system, and then I started creating a list of those businesses. I created a list of 200 businesses, and then I reach out to them on LinkedIn and also via email. And I reach out to them in such a way that I already had a product, but I also talked about that problem. I'll make another in-depth video to talk about how you should reach out to these potential customer, because these people, they are running a business, they are fairly busy people, so they don't really have time to reply to all of the emails or all of the LinkedIn messages they will get, right? They might get like 100 of these messages and emails every single day, but I'll leave that to another video. But something magical happened whenever I started reaching out to those people. The first thing was, some of the people, they got back to me and they were like, you know what, okay, let's see what I've got. And then I booked a 30 minutes catch up with them, and I showed them the PDF. I told them, okay, this product is in almost like finished development, and this is how the product is going to look like. So I showed them the PDF and I walked them through each of the each of the steps really, really carefully. And the feedback that I got was quite amazing. So I got three kinds of feedback. The first feedback was, are you looking for a guinea pig to test your software? As in, you don't have the product ready, the product is almost ready, you don't have any users. Why would I be a first user? That's a fairly valid reasoning from the potential customer. And the other feedback that I got is, the prototype looks great. Keep me updated throughout the progress. I would love to use the product whenever the product is ready. Okay, that was interesting. That gave me a motivation to actually keep on going. And the other feedback was, we are already using this other, like they mentioned this particular software. We don't really need yours. And that was also really interesting because I did a bit of a competitor research, but the software that the potential customer told me, I only came across this software whenever they told me this software exists. So that means I could really go deep into researching my competitor, which was really good, and I could be really specific while researching the customer. Now, to address, are you looking for a guinea pig to test your software? I came up with the offer basically, and I started using this offer from my next call onwards. And I told them, you know what, I'm looking for 5 champion customer to come with me on the journey. Okay, you'll get a lifetime deal of X amount of dollars per month, as in the subscription fee per month is not going to increase. It is only going to stay X amount of dollars per month for rest of the life of the business, and the system is only going to grow. I also sold them the vision of what the product is becoming in next couple of months, right? And I told them all of these features is going to come in the system, but we're not going to say, you know what, pay extra for this feature, pay extra for that feature. Your subscription fee will remain the same, and you'll be our champion customer. That means we'll look after you. So that was really good. That was really good because with this offer, I was able to pursue other customers, potential customers as well. And when I did the competitor research of the similar product, it also crossed a lot of my assumptions regarding what the product should be. So the potential customer, they told me, you know what, these are the things that should be on the system. These are all of the problems that we see in the other system. We would only use a system if we solve these problems. And that was like a gold mine for me, right? Because that gave me a clear idea on what the MVP would be. Okay, so all in all, the key takeaway, guys, especially for builders, product builders, the key takeaway is product development, business development, or whatever you want to call this, sales, marketing, they should go hand in hand. They need to go together because this will dictate what the product is going to be, right? And this is also a great way to validate your idea in the beginning so that you can pivot to solving another problems if you really find out that you know what, this problem doesn't really exist. Okay, thank you guys, thanks for your time on watching this video. In the next video, I'll go really deep into how I did this outreach, how I created the ideal customer persona, how I worked out my offer, and that sort of thing. And we will, I'll see you then. Okay. All right. Thank you.